Welcome to Trading Lounge and gold, US spot gold. So we're going to start doing videos on gold and probably on oil as well. So with gold here, when they released gold back in 1972 or 73, I think it was, went up to $800 an ounce, and then it's moved all the way back down for wave 1 and 2 here. So we see all of this here as wave 3 here. One of the problems with the Elliott situation at the moment is that most folks see that the move down here as being wave A here, and then wave B here, trying to find the high, and then wave C over through here to have wave 4 over here. And indeed that may be the case, but I think what I would like to do is put the proposal forward that we've already completed wave 4 here. And one of the things that I think that's one of the things I think that's the case. I spit that out. Is that when you've had a parabolic move like this, we expect wave 4 to come back to the wave 4 of one lesser degree here, but it's not that. Normally the wave 4 would come back to the top of wave 3 once you've got a parabolic move like this. The other point here is that from the top here roughly to the low here, the 61.8% has already been breached, and we have support on that. Yes, we can go to the 78 and so on and so on, but I think that it's sort of time for us to put a positive count on this here. Now, we've been tracking gold on our website since day dot, but and we'll continue to look at this move up here as a B wave and finishing here. But I also want to view it in the possible scenario that we see this market move up from the low here in 5 waves up through here. So with that in mind, let's dive in and have a closer look. We'll look at this here, how I've come to that conclusion, and also the count within this particular structure here for this. So moving in from the monthly to the weekly. So let's just have a look at this over here, this first move down through here. I think that we can count this down here as wave 1 down here, and ABC for wave 2 here having the high here, ABC here having wave B in play here, and then 1, an A and a B and a C for wave 2 here, and then moving down for 3, 4 and 5, coming down lower in that case. And that would also leave the low here open for debate as well, because in a lot of cases this wave 2 would be placed over here as an A wave, a B wave and a C wave here. But both of these came off pretty sharply here. Both have got, both pulled back quite low, and that's what wave 2 can do. It can be swift and sharp, and that presents that sort of case. And it also helps count the upside here as well, because from wave 2 here, to wave 3 here, we can see that we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave, and then the fourth wave pulls back to the fourth wave of one lesser degree here. Now we could look at this wave 5 in two ways here. We know that if the extension's in wave 3, then wave 1 here and wave 5 will be roughly the same. So it is possible that we can just move straight up to 1800 here and then have the correction here for this. So that's one way to look at it here for this. Okay. The other point that I want to make too on the daily chart here is this has got further to go up to the upside here. So on the daily chart here, we look at it more impulsive. So we've got wave 4, 5 for 3, that sharp move back for 4, pulling back to the wave 4 of one lesser degree here. And then we could look at this here in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here just for wave 1, back for wave 2 and ABC back for wave 2, and then start heading higher from this point. Now this move here is in 3 waves, so we'll be taking the top out here in this case. So the other point here too, it's quite difficult to buy gold now, and silver, by the way. I mean, the gold silver ratio is a bit extreme at the moment, so it's very hard to get physical silver. Things gets, I mean, don't know. I mean, you'd be lucky to get 50k worth of it in physical metal, but anyway, that's another situation. So I need to do a bit more work on this, but it does count quite nicely as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. Now, if I've made a mistake here, then wave this would just be, I need to put this over here. This would be the wave 4 here. I'm just going to just do a little bit more work on this. So as I mentioned in the previous chart, we could top out from here, but still, in terms of topping out, we would still need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here just to top out. Then the correction here. Like 18 is a profit-taking number. We'll see that come in. 1500 and 1650 are both medium levels. I won't go into that now, but they have support, so they'll push us up to the next level. So it's possible in this instance here that we see wave 5 moving up here further with wave 3 here, the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level for wave 3 there of primary wave 3. So I'm thinking that I do need to just go back over and do a little bit of work in here. Have I done anything on the 4-hour chart? So yeah, so this counts nicely as 1 and 2 here. I just need to double check this one here. I just assumed that was 4 and 5 here, but it may even be of the next smaller degree there. So 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, and 5 here for the third wave over here. That's why I've got the little fourth wave here. And what that will do, not that it bothers us for this particular trade as such here, but what it will do, it will just give us 1 and 2 here and 3 and 4 and 5 and complete there as wave 1 or wave 5 there. So we need to just consider, I need to do a little bit more work on that, but just shooting the breeze here. And also too, we're not really going to miss anything here, because once it hits the 18 and we can see a move across it, a classic trading levels pattern. So once we see support here again, then we'll be able to move in long again over here. So if you're long in gold here at the moment, we essentially want to just take profit in this space. Still plenty of room to the upside there. And we're in, with there'll be some, 1750, there'll be reactions there, and then you've got little group 2 in here, 65, 72 and 80 in here, but it's the 1800 that we're looking at in this scenario here. So anyway, there we go. So no matter what, you can just trade straight up to the 18 here and exit, and I will do a little bit of work on this trend and in here to sort this out a little bit better, so we have a little bit more confidence in it. But yeah, just recapping, we'll trade to here, get out, and if we get the setup here, we'll go again and we'll move up to the 2000 at that point. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Cheers.